Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to save Elementor form data to your MySQL database. So let us begin with a small example. So as you can see, this is a form that I've built using Elementor, and the name of this page is student info. So imagine a person called as Lijam O'Reilly is filling the form. So the full name is Lijam O'Reilly. We have the email and then we have the mobile number. Okay, so this is the mobile number of Lijam O'Reilly. So Lijam O'Reilly is making the form submission. Okay, so he has just click on send. So a form submission has been made by a person called as Lijam O'Reilly. Now the idea is that the same details of Lijam O'Reilly will be present in MySQL. So let us have a look. So let me just refresh this. Okay, so this is the table in MySQL. Let me just refresh this. Do we have a Lijam? Yes, we do have a Lijam O'Reilly. This is the email and this is the mobile number. Excellent. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Elementor to MySQL? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as PabliConnect that integrates Elementor and MySQL. Now the best part of using PabliConnect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Let me show you the process. So in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Just hover on products and here you will find connect. Just click on connect. Okay, so this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. Just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner you will find a button, create workflow. Click this, a dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm planning to give it as Elementor. Elementor to MySQL. Okay, so Elementor to MySQL, and let me just click on create. So when you click on create, you will find two windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. Now using these two windows, we are going to create a new workflow to integrate Elementor and MySQL. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to select the app, the trigger app as Elementor because we want to send the data from Elementor. And in the action, we are going to make it as MySQL because we want to receive the data from Elementor into MySQL. So using these two windows, we are going to create a new workflow. Now you should know this. After building this workflow, I will add the link of this workflow in the description box so that you can clone it and directly access it into your account. Okay, so let us select the choose app as Elementor. Elementor it is. Okay. And in the trigger event, how about we make it as new form submission? New form submission is a trigger event. So you're obviously thinking, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically an if statement. It asks a question, if this condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new form submission happens in Elementor, then what action should be taken by the system? At present, we only have one trigger event, that is new form submission. But in case, if you want more trigger events, approach the help section. Okay, so when you click on the help section, you will be directed to Pabbly forums, and here you can make a request that you want so and so trigger events. Okay, so let me just cancel this. So basically the nutshell here is we are just trying to integrate Elementor to Pabbly Connect. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to take you to my WordPress account, okay, and we're going to create a new page with the help of Elementor. So we are going to the dashboard. Okay, so this is the dashboard, and as you can see, Elementor is already installed in my system. Now if you're beginning fresh and if Elementor is not involved, then you have to purchase Elementor. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to click on new. Okay, and let me just click on page and open this in a new tab. So the idea is that we are going to create a small form with the help of Elementor, a very small form. Okay, so add new page, and I'm just going to click on edit with Elementor. Click this. Okay, so we are going to edit it with Elementor, and what we are going to do here is we are going to give a name to this particular page. So I'm planning to give it as something related to student or student info. Okay, so this is the page. Okay, and let me just add some details. Now first of all, I'm just planning to add a simple form. So this is the form I'm interested in. So this is the form, and we have added the form. Excellent. And okay, I think we are ready. Okay, so now there is something else you have to do. Let me just click on this form to click on edit, and what we are going to do here is we are just going to click on actions after submit. Okay, so basically it is asking when this form is submitted, then what action should be taken. So I want the action as webhooks. So the data that is submitted here goes to webhooks and it will be sent to Public Connect. So let me just cancel this present action, that is it is demanding to send it as an email. So I'm just canceling this. Scroll down and here you will find webhooks. Click this. Okay, now just click on the webhook and here we are going to add the webhook URL. So you're obviously thinking how I'm going to get the webhook URL. So let me just go to Public Connect and copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. Copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so we have added the webhook URL. Let me just click on publish. So a new form has been published. Okay, so let me just have a look. Unfortunately, we haven't given the name to this form. Okay, so this is the form. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we are going to enter some details in this particular form. Okay, new details of students. So when the submission is made by that student, the data will be gone to Public Connect. So it is showing that it is waiting for the data. Okay, so let's conduct the experiment. So this time the person who is filling on the form is Lucy Black. So these are the details of Lucy Black. Okay, so this is the full name, Lucy Black. This is the email, lucyblack27@gmail.com, and this is basically her phone number. In the message section I'm just going to add the phone number. Okay, I forgot to actually change the title. Anyway, so this is the name, Lucy Black, this is the email, and this is basically the message. Now the data has been entered here. So let us have a look in Public Connect whether Public Connect has captured this detail or not. So yeah, we do have the detail. So this is basically the message. Remember, this is the phone number. I unfortunately forgot to change the title from message to phone number, but I hope you can understand that. Then we have the name as Lucy Black, and this is the email. So we are going to create a data row with the help of this particular data in MySQL, and this is how you do it. In the action window, you select the choose app as MySQL. MySQL it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as insert row, because we just want to create a new row. Okay, and let me just click on connect. Now we have to fill in the database username, database password, host, database, as well as the port. Now if you are working with MySQL, you obviously know all these details. So I'm not going to show you my details due to privacy concerns. Okay, I repeat this again. You have to enter your database username, database password, host, database, as well as the port. So let me just enter mine. Okay, so I have entered my details. All I have to do at this point is just click on save. So when I click on save, I will find a set of blanks. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to insert all the data that we have received from Elementor into MySQL via Public Connect. Now we have the table name as status, and we have a different bunch of tables. So these are all the tables we have. Now out of these tables, I'm interested in this particular table, that is student info. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to change the name from status to student info. So as you can see, these are the tables. Okay, these are the rows we have, the name, the email, as well as the mobile number. These are the fields we have. Now we are going to map it. So let's start with the ID. Now the ID is auto generated, so we are just going to ignore this field. Now we have the name. We just click here, and remember this is the data that we have received from Elementor. So we have the name, that is Lucy Black. So this is the data. We click here and we have the Elementor data as Lucy Black. Then we have the email. So let me just map the email. This is the email. And then we have the mobile number. So this is the mobile number, and we have mapped it. So we have mapped all these details. To enter this data into MySQL, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request. And it has already generated the ID. The ID is 10. So let's have a look. Let me just refresh this table, student info. So let's explore. Do we have a Lucy Black? Yes, Lucy Black. And this is the email, lucyblack27@gmail.com. And this is her phone number. So we have got all the details in this particular table of MySQL. Now before you leave, since this integration is complete, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize this action window, and let me just minimize the trigger window. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Elementor to Public Connect, and then you have integrated Public Connect to MySQL. So now there is a perfect flow of data between MyElementor and MySQL. Okay, so if you like this video, please comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any queries, please visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.